Hi, everybody. I think we're live. I'm trying to get my music playlist, but my phone doesn't seem to want to connect to internet. Anyway, hi. Sorry, I'm all over the place as usual. I'm a little bit rushing around this morning, but welcome to Beginner Hula. We're doing week 4 of La'iai Kawai, and I hope you all are following along. And we're going to get into the 3rd verse today, which I'm excited about. Like I said, every verse I do, I'm always like, this is my favorite verse, and that's true of this one too. We're going to go through our normal stuff. Don't forget, you're dancing at your own risk, which means I want you to pay really close attention to your body. It's hard for me as a teacher because I can't see you, obviously. And usually when I'm in class, if I can see that you are, a lot of this, people think hula is a lot easier than it actually is. And it can be it can be really stressful on your knees and on your ankles and things. And so there are ways that I can correct you if we're in class. But if I'm not there in class with you, then I can't see you to correct you. So I need you to correct yourself, which means I need you to pay close attention to what feels right and to what feels good and helpful. And if anything feels painful, you should always feel grounded and balanced. If anything feels off or feels like, your body's trying to tell you something is a little bit maybe dangerous, which is a big word, but something that just feels like you feel vulnerable, then I want you to pull back or modify it or ask a question, see maybe what you can do to fix your form so that you don't feel that way, because I don't want you to feel that way. Yeah, if you want to make a donation to LA Belly Dance Academy, you can do that. We love to offer these classes for free. We're so happy we get to do that. We live in a wonderful time where that's possible, so we're really glad about it. But if you are able to make a donation, then you'd be helping out a small business that's really, really fantastic in Los Angeles and a great home for. They've really built a community that appreciates and loves cultural dance and in a really genuine way. And there's no other studio like it in Los Angeles that I've found in all the years that I lived there. And so it's a great business. And last but not least, if you have a Kumu Hula out there in the real world or a hula teacher, make sure that you check with them first before you're taking these online classes. It's very important that we follow our protocols. I think that's all. Let's get into if this is working now, let's get into our warm up and stretch. We're going to start again with our big ummies, and then remember when we bring our feet in, I want you to double check your feet and make sure that you are pulling your feet in less than shoulder width apart. Oh, Brando, my little dog just came in. The gate is supposed to keep him out, but he squeezes through the bars. Brando. Oh well. Anyway, feet less than shoulder width apart and super straight. What happens? We don't stand straight a lot, right? We stand like this. We stand like whatever. We don't stand with our feet shooting straight down from our hips with super straight feet. But that's really the healthiest way to stand and walk and hike and do stairs and all that stuff. And we're not used to doing that. And over time, as we get older, especially when we're talking about folks who give birth to babies, that really causes a lot of issues with our pelvic floor, and the way that you're standing with your feet can really affect that. There's a really great article about it, and I'll post it in the Keikokui Ho'onoa Facebook group. So that's why I want you to stand with your feet straight, and also that's just the style we're doing here. I mean, obviously, if you're learning a different style from your teacher, whatever, go with that. I mean, of course. But for me, all right, here we go for reals now. Here we go. All right. We might have Brando in here in addition to Lincoln today, joining us for our stretch. All right, feet nice and wide apart. Let's do our ummies. Follow me. Start back left. Here we go. And back big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Let's switch sides. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Other way. Let's go double time. Back. 1, 2, 1, 2, back, front. Last two times, back, front, elbows up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good, bring your feet in. Straight feet. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good job. 1. Keep your feet where they should live. Switch. Again, one step line, none switch. Let's do 4, then let's step around with the hula. Turn. 2, 3, 4. Hula. Step around. 1, 2, 3. Let's just get down the other side. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hula. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 2 up, 2 down. Back 1. And drop. Good. Keep your feet flat. Again. Inside. Elbows up. Drop. Switch. And drop. Make sure you're moving back and forth. Up. And drop. Good. Switch. Drop. Make it even on both sides. Up. And drop. Switch. One more step. Inside. Drop low. Still squeezing your legs. Up. Here today. Good job. Let's stretch. Here we go. Up on your toes. Reach. Up. Good, up and down into squats. Up, drop down. Hold here, up. And down. Up and over. Hold here. Side side. Only down. Over to one side. Drop this heel back here. You do what you need to do. You stretch the inside of one leg. You stretch the inside muscles, inside thigh muscles. That's what stretching is. Down here, the knots on my heels and then pour your
It's a good journey. I'm going coast on the east side. I take you to a place where the sun shines. When you can dance and slow and you realize it's heavily getting loud. Down in the valley. But the youngest it is the mountain. My native people live it happy. No fuss, confusion, and a word. Need no money, I'm gonna live in this free. Lucky you live on in the market. I live in the yet, and yet you must see. Keep it loud, they want your valley. The most spectacular and scenery. Everywhere you look, beautiful with greenery. From rock and tarot to drop and sin. It's a must that you come follow me. Follow me, follow me, follow me.
All right, let's do our ha'alava drill. Bring your feet in, a little less than shoulder width apart. Remember, super straight. This is your home base. And nice flow. And right, left, right, left. Watch your shoulders here. Be careful that you're not going like this. Nice and steady. And hands out. Stretch and relax. Stretch. Alright, once you keep doing this, I'm gonna stop, but I want you to keep going. Keep the timing. Right, left, up, down. Right, left, you keep going. Right, left, keep going. Right, left. My hands are, fingers are closed. Thumb is alongside my hand like this. And I'm stretching my hand. Here, stretching, relaxing. I want here. Stretch, relax. Stretch, relax. Good. Elbow up nice and high. Mark it to your shoulder. Make sure you're not hyperextending your elbow like that. You don't want this. You want a little bend in there. Going. Now my arms are nice and straight. They're not like this. Keep going. Stay right, left, right, left, right, left. Put lots of space between your elbow and your body here. I want you to keep your elbows, out. Especially if you want to dance, be self-conscious and the elbows reflect that. Pull your elbows in and kind of close to you. You're not ready to let go all the way. You need to challenge yourself to do that. Push those elbows out. Pick up on space. And let's go in. Ready? And up. And 2. Out. Remember, the elbows stay nice and high, so watch my elbows stay level. I'm not dropping them down, so I'm not going like this. Pulling them in here like that. Go up to the side, Good job. Ali'i says aloha to Lincoln. Oh, I think I'm talking more over the music. Usually I go closer to the computer when I'm talking. Today I'm like a chatterbox, I think. All right, let's do some kaholo. Kaholo back and forth. Hi, Ashley. Yay. I love it when people say hi and introduce themselves. Let's do some kaholo back and forth. Keep our warm-up going. Ready? And so I have kaholo. 2 steps to the right, 2 to the left. Steady. All right, Ansa, here we go. Good. Let's switch your hands from your forward side. Here. Forward side. Good. Hello. Point. Side. Hands up. Good job. Ready, let's move on. Hands up. Hands and you open. Your back straight. Don't flush focus. Back to center. Good. Let's go home. Right. Now switch your hands. Here. Hello. Back to your first polo. Now second. Now 8. Lava. Yes, good job. All right. All right, let's do another set of basics here. We're going to practice following hand motions. So let's get a little bit of a, we're going to get a, I can't remember in this round of the beginner class if I've gone over our side kaholo or not, but yeah, we're going to put together a little choreography set. So just follow along with me. I'll keep it really simple. And we're just going to repeat that set over and over again. Ready?
Here we go. Mahalo. 1, 2, 1, 2.
All right. Okay, ready? Let's start the kaholo. Regular hands. And then we're going to go the second one here. And then our third one will be our equal hands. And other side. Okay, back to number 1. Now 2, forward and side. 3. Other side. Watch your hands. Look. Keep your fingers close. Come on. 1, 2. Now 3. There you go. This one. Okay, now we're gonna come hello. Let's go. What should we do here? Let's go. We're gonna go forward side. So we're gonna go forward side. Side. All right. So let's move along. We're gonna go forward side. Keep open. Back to your hello. 1, 2, 3. Other side. Hello. Keep along. Keep open. Go home. 2 and 3. Hello. Keep open. Let's go side Kumu Hula. Ready? We're gonna go hands down. So we're gonna do 2 sets of this. The first one is going to be hands open and presenting. So we're gonna be here, open. So that's gonna be 1. Now 2 will be here with the elbow, looking forward. Watch your face here. Let's do 2 sets of each one. So the first one, and second one, and elbow. And back to your first Kumu Hula. Ready? And second hands, forward side. Third hands, Kona hands. Kahara. Mua. Open. Ready? Here's our side Kumu Hula sets. Hands up. Second one on this side. Now change the hands. Bent elbow. Look forward. Ready? Come home. Number 1. 2. And 3. Kahala. What's that? Hold it. Ready? Side Kumu Hula. Open. And 2. That's your second. These arms down. Elbow. Forward. Regular Kumu Hula. Down. Love up. Woo, good job. Okay, let's get into talking about our song because I have a limited time today, so I want to make sure I get through everything. We're going to push forward in our myth that we're talking about. And then we're also going to learn the third verse. Okay, let me pull up my notes. If you're new here, welcome. There's a link to the top at the top of this chat box to the Laie Google Drive, and you'll find the lyrics in there if you want to pull those up. Because, of course, most of us who've been dancing for a while, we know. But if you don't, this is the beginner class, so I want to make sure that I'm going back to basics. And the most important thing to remember about hula is that it is a storytelling medium. It is meant to express the words that are being sung or chanted. That's why you don't have, like in Ori Tahiti, we have solos, we have otea, we have a lot of dancing along with just drums with no lyrics. And even if that dance still tells a story or has some kind of theme around it, it's not expressing the words that are being, because there are no words being sung or chanted. In hula, you don't have that because it is specifically for meant to go along and express those words. And what we have is, hula didn't used to be complex choreography. It used to be very incredibly simple movements, very, very basic, because the people could hear and understand the chanting that was being done. And so it was only meant to emphasize that. As time went on and we went through a time period where most people didn't necessarily know how to speak. A lot of Hawaii didn't understand it. Hula choreography became more complex because in order for the people to understand the words that were being sung, if we want to help express that, then we start to develop motions that will try to frame, what exactly is being said or sung or whatever. That's what's really important also to, if you are choreographing hula, to make sure that you're choreographing to the words as they're structured in Olelo Hawaii. Obviously, we don't structure our sentences the same way we do in English. But what happens a lot is people will just, instead of doing the work of studying the language, they will just focus exclusively on the English translation. And so that line or those counts of that line, they'll kind of, the order of the motions will match the English structure of the sentence as opposed to the structure of the sentence as it's written in Olelo Hawaii, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that if you are a hula dancer, that you are studying language along with it. To that end, I am going to go ahead and start a Facebook group that's going to be a September Olelo Hawaii language study group. It's going to be for folks who use Duolingo to study Olelo Hawaii, which I love. And Duolingo is free, or you can get the premium membership, either one. It doesn't matter. You can still join in on the challenge. What we're going to aim for is to practice our Olelo Hawaii to hit our XP goals every day in September. We're going to celebrate along together. We're going to motivate each other. We're going to give ourselves opportunities to practice sentences and things like that. I know I do my Duolingo, but I'm practicing, but I'm kind of like doing it at home and I'm just by myself. And it would be really great if I had people to exchange little things with and all that stuff. And I hope it would help you too. So look for that. I'm going to post about it today. I'm announcing it today. I'm going to put it up there today. So yes, that's my vow to you. New group. So join up. All right. Let's get to Laie Kauai. All right, let me pull up my notes. Okay, so again, I'm skipping around a little bit in this because I want to tell you about Mali'o, who is mentioned as first that we're dancing, and so I don't want to go straight through because otherwise there's a lot of other kind of chapters in this story. When we last left our folks, where were we? Let's see. I think Laie Kauai and Waka are living in Paliuli, right? In this fabulous house made out of bird feathers. Aiwohi Kupua went back to Kauai and he's left his 5 sisters there on the Big Island. So they went back to Paliuli, told Laie Kauai what was going on. And she was like, come, be my friends. And she had them build another house for them, and they also became like her protectors. Now, I'm kind of bummed that I'm sort of skipping over some of these like intervening like adventures and escapades, because you get to see some really cool Kahalo Mapuana, who's the youngest sister of the five, is kind of a badass. And she's sort of like, there's this one guy that goes over from Kauai, and he's trying to get her attention. Oh, because he has a bet with Aivohi Kupua, shocking to no one, I'm sure. And he has to go through the sisters, and they all like, he gets through the first four sisters, and then Kahalo Mapuana is like, do you see all these birds around here? They will pick your bones clean. And he runs back to Kauai. So Kahalo Mapuana is awesome. Anyways, but we're skipping forward a little bit. And we're going to another guy who is Ke Kalu Kaluokeva. So Ke Kalu Kaluokeva, at this time, he had just become the king of Kauai because his parents had passed away. And his parents, before they died, they had heard about Laie Kawai, and they were like, ooh, she would be a good wife for our son. And so they told him about her, and they were like, we want you to try and go and see if it would be a good match. And so he's like, oh, I don't know, the most storied, beautiful person, a woman in all of the islands. Yeah, sure, I guess so. Twist my arm about it. And so he goes to Paliuli, and Waka sees him coming, you know, in her dreams and stuff. And she's like, oh, okay, a king of an entire island? Laie Kawai, I think this guy is it. And Laie is like, let me check him out first. And so he gets there, and they go down to the beach, and they like spy on them surfing. And she knows who it is, because like he's the only one who doesn't have to carry his surfboard because he's the king. So she looks at him, and she's like, okay, I can see this happening. I'm going to agree to this. Waka's like, great, fantastic. We're all going to be happily ever after, right? Let's find out. So she's going to use her magic, and she's going to use her magic and set them up, and they're going to do something called like marriage. At that time was like, of course, not how we traditionally think of it today. It was a thing called ho'au, which I learned about from Kawai Kapua Kalani Hewitt. He gave in one of his workshops, I think it was a workshop for Kapilina, he was telling us about it. And that was, ao is like light, and ho or ho'o is, when you add that to a word, it's like something that's becoming that. And so referring to like a quote unquote marriage ceremony as ho'au comes from, the whole kind of, all the process really was that if you were together when it became light, congratulations, you're married. And so you have stories of people like before dawn breaks, like running out of places. I don't know. So basically that's what they're going to do. They're going to go spend the night together. And when they wake up in the morning, that will have occurred, and they will have like become married. Again, married, and not in those terms, right, is like the closest, you know, but it's not like a traditional marriage like we refer to it today. Okay, so Waka tells her, all right, when you get out there, when you're going to go out there and you're going to see him, and I want you to go surf with him. And then at a certain point, I'm going to send out like a magical fog, this really dense fog, and the birds are going to come down and take you both away to Paliuli, where you all will spend the night together. So Kawai's like, great, fantastic, looking forward to it. So she goes out there, she sees Ke Kalu Kaluokeva, and they're surfing together, and they're riding the rollers in, and they go like 4, and she's like, what? They keep going back out and coming back in, and then she keeps going like, you know, why aren't we just getting this party started already? Like, why aren't we going in? And he's like, no, I want to get, like, they're in cycles of 5, and I want the really long one, and so I'm waiting for the fifth wave to come, because it's going to be a really big, great one. And so they paddle out again, and they go for the 5th one, And I'm going to pause here and just mention something I've noticed today is that a lot in this version of the story, like everything happens in fives, which is kind of interesting to me. Everything happens, whether it's like uh, like everything happens except Ivohi Kupua when he first comes to try and meet when he goes and brings his sisters to Laie Kawai, he sends his 4 sisters and then he gets mad and leaves. He doesn't do 5. What if he had done 5? Then would things have turned out differently for him? I don't know. Moral of the story is keep trying. Okay. Anyway, back to Kekalu Kaluo Keva and Laie Kawai. They're paddling out. They're going to take this 5th one in. Well, what they don't know is that there is this other guy. His name is Halaniani, and he is a quote-unquote debaucherer who lives in Puna, and he's kind of mischievous, and he has a very a scheming, rascally sister named Malio. And he's been watching Laie Kawai. I mean, everybody has, but Halaniani is like, oh man, she's about to get serious, get hooked up with somebody, and it's like I'm losing my chance. So he tells Malio, he's like, can you help me? Of course. Why do all these dudes have to need their sisters to handle stuff for them? Anyway, besides the point. So he goes to his sister and asks for her help. And she has a dream, which I think is kind of cool. She has this dream where a bird builds a nest. But a different bird actually uses the nest and roosts in it, which is kind of, she considers that like a prophetic dream, like somebody else is going to set the stage and so I can do this. And so she's like, yes, I can help you. And I think my magic is more powerful than Waka's. So let's make this happen. I got you, bro. So again, we've got Ke Kalu Kalu Keva and Laie Kawai getting ready to go in this 5th wave. But as they're about to take it, and they had seen Halaniani out there, and they saw that there was 3 people out there instead of 2, and people were like, who's that 3rd dude out there? Oh, well, I don't know. But on that 5th wave, Halaniani grabs Laie Kawai's feet on her surfboard, and her surfboard goes whoosh, with Ke Kalu Kalu Keva, and he's just holding Laie Kawai out there. So Laie Kawai's like, what the hell, dude? And he's like, no, it's fine. I'm nice. I swear. Guys, don't do that. Don't. That's not cool. That'll get you appropriately canceled in this day and age. Don't mess with, let a lady surf, all right? So he somehow, in the book it says her surfboard came back. Magically, I guess. I don't know. She's back on her surfboard. And he's like, no, come with me. We're going to paddle out the other way. So they keep paddling out. And along the way, he's talking to her. And he's like, don't worry. We're going to go see this thing. It's going to be really great. And land's getting farther and farther away. Eventually, they kind of come back in. And this is all Malio's doing. She's kind of made all this, confused everybody, I think. She's made everybody not really understand what's going on, including Waka, because Waka doesn't see Ke Kalu Kalu Keva come in by himself, I guess. But he, when he goes back, there's a lot more to this. There's a lot more detail. I'm just trying to hurry so that I don't take up all the time. But eventually they come back in, and along the way, in the meantime, she's been watching him surf, and she's like, I like what I see. So then he's like, listen, when the fog comes, it's gonna be me and you that are gonna go to Polynesian. We're gonna do ho'au, okay? And she's like, all right. So Waka sees them come back, and she doesn't realize that it's not Ke Kalu Kalu Keva, and she sends the fog. The birds come down, they lift this couple over, and they take them to the house at Poliuli, and have a nice evening together. Next morning, Waka's waiting for her granddaughter to come out. She's like, hear how it all went. And finally she has to wake her up. She's like, Laie Kawai, where are you? And so Laie Kawai comes out, and she's like, here I am. And then out comes this guy, and it's Halaniani. Waka's like, that's not Ke Kalu Kalu Keva. Who is that? And Laie Kawai's like, Ke Kalu Kalu Keva. And Waka's like, that is Hala Aniani. I know who that is. How could you? Waka feels very betrayed. Waka is very offended. She set up this great match, and she is just like goes into a rage. She's so mad. She's like, that's it. This is how you were to pay me after setting this up for you. You were gonna be the queen of a whole island. So she's gonna strike her of her powers. It's gonna take her house away. She's like, you're gonna have nothing. I never want to see you again. And Laie Kawai is like pretty upset by this, but the sisters, the attendants, they all stay with her. So they're like, nah, we're still our friend. We're still cool with you, and we're gonna still be your protectors. And so now we've got Laie Kawai and Halaniani are now, they're bound together. Halaniani has won. So, and it's all been Mali'o's doing. It's all been like at the hands of Mali'o. She made it happen. So that's our mischievous, magical Mali'o. So a little teaser for another part of the story. You know, you still got Kekalukalu Keva, who's like, where's my wife at? What's going on? And Waka going, hold please. She's indisposed at the moment because there's another person in the world, right? Who looks just like Laie Kawai. And who is that? The long-lost twin sister, Laie Lohe. And Waka is going to go to Oahu, where she's been raised, and she's going to try to do the old switcheroo. So we'll find out later if that's successful or not, because it's fun and amazing. So, all right, so that's where we have it. Laie Kawai is married to Halaniani. She's still got all her attendants. They're still hanging out. I guess she's not floating around on birds anymore, but you know what? I guess she got to do that for a while, and I have a feeling life's still pretty good, so I'm not too worried about, scandal. It's scandalo. So, all right. So now you know who Mali'o is. Mischievous, magical Mali'o. All right. So for this verse, our kahea is going to be Walohe. Walohe pahai kahoni mai. Ika pu lau I o Mali'o. So we are talking lohe. This is why part one. Hey, Brenda just kicked Lincoln out of his kitty bed. I'm sorry, buddy. Anyway, animal drama. Lohe means like listen, right? Or hearing. And that's another reason why it's so helpful to study your olelo while you are dancing, because when you know these words, they can remind you of your choreography, and vice versa. Your choreography can remind you of your words. They should go hand in hand. That's how you want to be studying all this stuff all the time. It's really important, because then you go, if we've got a word like, if we know the choreography is here, but we're like, wait a minute, was it at my mouth? Was it here? And then we go, well, walohe, duh, it's hearing. So it's going to be by my ear. So stuff like that. So walohe pahai kahoni mai. So she's listening. It's saying perhaps she's listening to I kapu lau I o Mali'o. So lau I, who is like a type of flute or something that makes noise. So like a conch shell would also be a type of pu, but this is a pu lau I. And so lau is leaf, right? And then I is like key, which is a tea leaf. So this is a tea leaf flute. I'm gonna see, I think I found a video of somebody like using a tea leaf flute. What you do is the way you have it like this, you blow air through it and it vibrates, and it makes the sound. And so it says ikapu lau I o Mali'o. So listening perhaps to the tea leaf flute of Mali'o. So again, as I was saying before, if you look at the words, you can see ikapu lau I. If it's like the kapu lau I, the flute leaf tea of Mali'o. These are like, this is better than, another translation of this might be like to Mali'o's tea leaf flute. If this was translated as that, some people might choreograph this to kind of go Mali'o, to do something for Mali'o and then the tea leaf flute, but you got to pay attention to Ika Pulau I o Mali'o. Anyway, I'm babbling now. Let's dance. All right, walohe. That's our kahea. Walohe. So I want to call out. Okay, here we go. Brando's all cuddled in the kitty bed now, enjoying the spoils of his. I'm sorry, Linky. All right. Everyone's like, why do you kick him out? I'm like, because he's so cute. You'll be okay, buddy. All right, so we're gonna go walohe pa ikahoni mai eo. So what we're gonna start with is a kaholo, but we're gonna turn. So I'm gonna start with the footwork is gonna be your kaholo right and left, and this is gonna be similar to if you learned ke'e. We're gonna turn to our left side. So your right foot is in the front. Remember, I'm mirroring you, so you should be mirroring me. So your right foot should be in front so that when you start your right kaholo, you're moving forward. And then you're going to turn. So now left kaholo. So now you're still moving forward. So both of these kaholos are going to take you, you're going to kaholo imoa by turning to the side. So 5, 6, 7, go. Right, left, right, turn, left, right, left. And then we're going to turn to the front and do our right kaholo, right, left, right. Oh, now you got a kitty toy. He is just, no, he's gonna destroy this if I let him. Drop it, buddy. Drop it. You have toys. Sorry, no. He's gonna destroy it if I don't take it. No, go get your toys. Anyway, sorry. Okay, back to our kaholo. Ready? We're gonna kaholo again. We imoa and then let's kaholo straight to the front, but we're gonna ihope it. So we turn 5, 6, 7, go. Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left. Turn to the front. Ihope. Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap. Yeah. All right, let's do those hands. Let's see. Hoku is always doing the same to Ali'i. It's like, just let him rest in peace. Oh, that was weird. No, let him relax. Let him use his bed where he... This class is going off the rails today. Okay. Let's do our hand motions. All right. Walohe pa ikahoni mai. So we're going to go from our ear, and your right hand is going to sweep around to be straightforward. And then when you turn, you're going to switch and straightforward. Okay, so that looks like this. We go right, left, tap, left, right, left, tap. So I think for this, I want, when you go like this, I want you to follow your face around like this, and then I want you to leave your face looking that way on your left kaholo. So it looks like this. Watch my face. Turning, 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 leave it straight forward. Okay? I want you to imagine you are la'i'i kawai in this line. I want you to imagine you're la'i'i kawai and you're hearing this tea leaf flute. And so it's kind of catching your attention, and then you're sort of leaving your attention there looking forward. Like, what is that? Right? So then we're going to go, let's do that one more time and then go on to the hand motions for the next part. We're here. Right, tap, left, right, left, tap. And then we're going to go turn to the front, we kaholo, and you're going to bring your right hand to your mouth. Leave this hand out here. It's going to, when you turn, it's going to go to 45. So we're here right now. So now bring this to your mouth, right, left, tap. Now bring both back to your mouth, left, tap. This is the AO, right? We say, walohe pa ikahone mai AO, and bring them both back. Okay, so let's do those together. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Next, we've got I kapulau I o malio. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to kaholo, right, left, right tap at a diagonal towards your right, diagonal front, and you're going to go down in levels while you do it. So it looks like this. Right, left, right. Tap. I'm sore from working out, so my legs are shaking. But you do it, okay? Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. Right, left, right, tap. And then you're going to stand straight up and go back, left, right, left, tap. So you're going down, 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 stand straight up, and come straight back. All right, so here's what we're doing here. In this line, first line, we were embodying la'i kawai, listening to this beautiful, pulau'i, right? But this time, we're going to be malio. So what we're going to do here, our hands are here. Your right hand is it's going like this, like that. So you're vibrating it sort of like this, so that your pinky is vibrating more than your index finger. It's not like you're going like this. You're just going, wait, don't do that. It's like that. And you're here, you're going to leave your, I did it again. No, you're so mean. All right, here we go. We're going to go down here like this. Right, left, right, tap. What you're doing here is you are being malio, and you are sending the sound of your tea leaf flute out. And it's kind of mischievous again, right? So you're kind of like laying the trap. So you're coming down here like this. What I want you to be really careful about when you are doing this kind of level change as you go down is that you're hinging at the waist without bending, without collapsing your back at all. So that looks like this. It does not look like this or like arching like that. I'm keeping my back in a nice straight position. If you have trouble with this, then I would rather you keep the bend only in your knees and don't hinge at the waist at all. Like this. Like this. But if you can hinge forward, doing it safely, like this. Just a little bit, not too much. Because we don't want to be like what happens here again, we get this. And I don't want that. Okay? So keep your back straight. And we're sending it's like we're sneaky sending the sound of the tea leaf flute out. And then when we come back, we're going to hands come up here like this. You're placing your hand here and you're pulling this hand back like that. Okay? This is you admiring your handiwork. Excellent. Right? So again, we're here. We're going out, sending it out. Oh my. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't want you to pull this back like this. We're still placing, but I just want I don't want you to go like just abandon. It needs to evolve. One motion needs to evolve into the other. I don't want you to just abandon your flute sound out there. You're just like, all right, whatever. You gotta kind of make that decision to change it into this other hand motion, or else it looks kind of not thought through. All right, again, 5, 6, 7, go. Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap. Now let's walk that from the beginning of this verse. All right, so let's go back to walo he pa I ka honi mai eo. So again, this is where we're turning. Kaholo, kaholo, turn to the front. Kaholo I hope, and then we go diagonal into it. Get down low, stand up straight, and come straight back. Okay, ready? And start with the front. 5, 6, 7, kaholo. Right, left, right, tap, left, right, left, tap. Eo. 2, 3, 3 back. 5, 6, 7. Look here. Left, right, tap. Left, right, left, tap. Now we're here at that oka nani hirue kahi that we have in every verse. So I want you to turn. We're going to do the same. Ha level up and drop down. But we're going to turn. So right now I'm diagonal toward my right. I'm going to turn. I'm going to step with my right foot and turn towards the left like this and drop down this way. This hand is still up. My hand is here. Now I'm going to turn my tension up, drop down, kaholo, right, left, right, left, right, left, and huli. Right, and left, right, left. Watch the kind of fast, because again, this is like the other verses. Let's see what time it is. Oh, yeah, we gotta hurry. Okay, so again, let's walk that from here. Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. Right, left, right, tap. Left, right, left, tap. Ayo. Left, right, tap. Left, right, left. Oh, wait, no, sorry. I messed that up. Sorry. My mind got away from me. Do it again. 5, 6, 7, go. Right, left, right, tap. Left, right, left, tap. Ayo. Right, and left, right, left. Look. I kapu lau I o mali o. Step toward the left. Aleva down. Kaholo right, left, right. Number 1. Left, right, left, and huli. Right, left, right, and left, right, left. Question. When we come back, admiring our work, where is our upraise? Ooh, good question, because you can't see it, can ya? Here, it's facing in. My hand is facing in towards me. Okay. So I'm going here, in, like this. Okay, so this is the center of yourself here. So you should look, the path that you're traveling should look like a triangle. You're going down, up, back. So even though you're stepping down, you're standing straight up for this kaholo. You're not like coming back up, up, up. You're standing straight up and going straight back for that. All right, let's do it with music, shall we? Here we go. This is the verse before. Okay, ready? Remember, walohe. Walohe pai kuhani. And walohe. Walohe pai kuhani. And to the front. Back to your mouth. And look. Up, down, right, let's do it again. You ready? Broadened. Okay, let me know. Let me check something. Okay, now I was worried I had the hands backwards, but I don't. I taught it correctly. It just feels weird because sometimes when I'm really used to choreography and then I have to flip it and reverse it so I can teach it mirror image for you all, then it feels wrong and I have to figure out why. But sometimes it's because I taught it wrong. But right now it's just because it just feels weird because it's backwards. So that's always good. All right, let's do it again. Come on. Oops. Back it up a little bit. ha'alava. I know. The ha'alava, going into that, I think one thing that helps me is to lean into like, here you're like doing mali'o, and then to kind of switch like perspectives again, kind of, because it just sort of makes me reset without like just dropping, or just let it capture your attention. So let your eyes lead and let your hand follow here and then down. And then also, I want you to go up and down on that ha'alava, but I want you to build that range of motion up and down, that level change, so that it's natural. So if you're going here, then great. But if you're only kind of here, then great, because I want it to look smooth and kind of effortless. So if your strength will build as you keep practicing. So whatever you need to, but I know part of it too is just the roundness. So I think what we'll do next week is I'll put a drill. I'll do a drill in our warm up and workout where we're practicing that ha'alava, that circular motion, to try to help, because sometimes it's just a matter of getting your feet and the weight distribution, the way you're pushing off the ball of your foot, to kind of coordinate with your hip motion. That is really like what's going to make it look and feel natural for you. And sometimes that just takes practice. So we'll put that into a drill next week where we'll do that for like the whole song to try to help us. And then that way you can keep practicing it at home also if you want to do that more. But just remember to let your hips lead without kind of crossing up forward like this. It's gotta, your left foot is gonna push up as your hip is crossing. So it's not gonna be, you don't want to pull your hip up like this while your foot is pushing up, because then you get that instead of that, right? For the top part of your circle. Anyway, okay, let's do it one more time, and then I gotta head out. Sorry. One more time. But let me know if you have any more questions, because we'll do more questions too if you have them. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what it says. Definitely need to let my eyes lead on that. And I may be trying to push a range of motion I don't actually have yet. Yet! That's my favorite word. The drill will help and hurt. Yes. I've never told you all this. I've never had to, because we're not in class, but I have a yet rule in class where students are not allowed to say they can't do something unless they add the word yet onto it. It started back when I was teaching keiki, when I was teaching them poi balls, and they would get so frustrated. They would get frustrated in their heads about it and trying a trick. And I was trying to figure out how to bust them out of that, like out of that space. And so then when they start going, I just can't do it. I can't do it. And so I started going like, yet you can't do it. And they have to go yet. And then instantly they're like, just having to say the word yet, it gets that they suddenly start turning the poi balls again. So I was doing that with my keiki classes. And then I started like a new boxing class, and the workout was like insane. And while I was doing the class, I realized I kept telling myself, I can't do this yet. And I was like, when I would say that to myself, I was like, it was making me excited instead of holding me back, because I was like, that like inherent in that is the fact that you will be able to do this eventually. And that just like makes you want to keep going. And so I was like, whoa, like I'm doing this on myself on accident. So it works, y'all. So yet, I love it, yet. Yeah, keep working at it. It comes naturally. I have a good range of motion. People ask me how do you have such a good range of motion? I'm like, I've danced for a really long time. You know, be patient with yourself. It takes time. It takes some dedication. Just keep working every time. The great thing about these moves like ha'aleva and kahela and all these things is when you're dancing at that lower level, then you feel the gentle stretch, especially on like the sides of your hips down into your legs. And you feel that gentle stretch. So what it's doing is like encouraging your muscles to lengthen every time you're dancing and your muscles are warm. And so when you just keep dancing, pretty soon you start to realize that and not only that, you're building muscle in your legs. And so you're able to bend lower. And that right there opens up a lot of range of motion for you too. So keep working at it. Another thing to do is to stretch your calves down through your ankles. So if you have a towel or a band or something, and you can put it around your foot and pull so that you get that nice stretch all through the back of your leg down through your ankle, then that's going to allow your calves to lengthen so that you can bend your knees lower and keep your feet flat on the floor. That's why when we're doing our lunges, I'm always like, drop your ankle back, drop your heel back there, because you want to feel the stretch in your calf. So keep stretching, but just keep at it. And over time, you'll see that it starts to develop. And in the meantime, work within what you have and what allows you to perform and feel your best, because at the end of the day, that's the most important thing whenever you're dancing any of these songs. It's not how low you can bend, but how much you're making your audience feel the emotion of the song. That's the important thing. So, all right, that's all for today. I'm going to start that Duolingo situation today, so I'll announce it in the group. I'm also going to post it on the like the Hula at Home page and other places to see if anybody needs stronger knees. Oh, Zyla mentions her knees too. Oh, that's good. That reminds me too. If anybody has like knee pain, I'm going to post a video of, I might have posted it before, but I can't remember. But it's like stretches you can do for your knees, for the muscles around your knees and stuff. And so that would be really healthy for you to add into like your routine. So I'm going to post that in case it's helpful for anybody. I'm going to post that. I'm going to post the article that's about having straight feet and why I think it's so important. And I'm going to start the Duolingo page. If you know anybody who wants to join that Duolingo group, please feel free to invite them. They don't have to be taking this class. They don't have to be hula dancers. It's for anybody who wants to study Olelo Hawaii and have a group that helps you feel like you're accountable and is encouraging and is an extra place where you can go and practice and interact with people and practice the words and phrases and sentence structures that you're learning through the program. So, yeah. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me today, even though this class was a little bit of a crazy, it was a zoo today, but that's okay. All right. Okay. I'll see you guys next week. Yeah. or on Facebook. Have a wonderful weekend. Please take good care of yourselves. Please follow your health recommendations of your area. When you do that, you are showing your community members how much you love them and care about them, and want to do your part to make sure everybody's healthy. And yeah, all right. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye. Mahalo. Ahui ho.